Have you ever wondered what the ideal blood pressure and heart rate should be as you age, especially if you're over 65? In today's video, we're uncovering the truth behind the myths, false information, and critical details about managing your health in your golden years. From understanding the real standards for blood pressure and heart rate to discovering life-saving tips on diet, exercise, and lifestyle adjustments, this video is packed with essential knowledge that could make a huge difference in your life or that of a loved one. Stick with us until the end to learn not only how to protect your heart and prevent serious health risks, but also the surprising benefits of simple daily habits that could add years to your life. If you haven't yet subscribed, I highly recommend doing so and activating the notification bell to ensure you never miss a video. Your support means a lot to me as we continue to grow our community and reach more people with our content. If you enjoy the topic of this video, please leave a comment with the number 1. If it's not quite your cup of tea, drop a 0 in the comments. Your feedback is crucial in helping me create content that better serves you. Let's get started. Today, I feel compelled to delve into a crucial and often misunderstood aspect of health that deeply concerns those in their golden years, specifically the standard blood pressure and heart rate for individuals over the age of 65. This subject is not just a matter of numbers, but of life quality, longevity, and the ability to enjoy these precious years with vitality and vigor. Yet, despite its importance, a cloud of misinformation continues to obscure the truth, leading many down a potentially dangerous path. You may have encountered various versions of this misinformation circulating widely, often beginning with alarming statements such as breaking news on blood pressure. The United States has officially set the standard for those over 65 at a blood pressure of 150/90. And for those even older, like individuals in their 70s, a reading of 160 or higher is now considered normal. Such statements are not only misleading but dangerously oversimplified. The notion that as we age, it's acceptable for our blood pressure to rise unchecked, with numbers like 150 to 160 being labeled as okay, is a perilous misconception. This misinformation can lead to a false sense of security, leaving many to neglect the critical need for proper blood pressure management. Amid this confusion, it's vital to turn to trusted experts who dedicate their lives to understanding and combating cardiovascular diseases. One such expert is Dr. Hong Weong, a renowned cardiovascular specialist at Starlight Hospital. Dr. Weong, with years of experience and countless hours spent caring for patients, emphasizes that controlling blood pressure is far more than a routine health task. It's a powerful tool in preventing severe and life-threatening conditions. His expertise shines a light on the often overlooked truth that effectively managing blood pressure can dramatically reduce the risk of catastrophic health events such as strokes, heart attacks, dementia, aortic dissection, and chronic kidney disease. These aren't just abstract medical terms, they represent real threats that can strip away independence, diminish quality of life, and shorten lifespans. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Yes, it is true that as we age, our bodies undergo many changes, and one of these changes is a tendency for blood pressure to rise. However, this does not mean that higher blood pressure should be accepted as a new normal, especially when it edges into ranges that increase the risk of serious health issues. Allowing blood pressure to remain high without intervention is like walking a tightrope without a safety net. There's a constant risk that the balance will tip, leading to dire consequences. Dr. Weong advocates for a proactive approach to blood pressure management, especially in older adults. This involves regular monitoring, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and when necessary, using medications to keep blood pressure within a safe range. The goal isn't just to hit a specific number on the blood pressure monitor, it's to ensure that older adults can continue to live full, active lives without the shadow of debilitating illness hanging over them. The message here is clear: while aging is inevitable, succumbing to preventable health problems is not. Blood pressure management is a key pillar in the foundation of healthy aging. Moreover, it's important to understand that blood pressure is just one piece of the puzzle. Heart rate, diet, exercise, stress levels, and even mental health all play crucial roles in maintaining overall cardiovascular health. By keeping these factors in balance, individuals over 65 can not only prevent serious health issues but also enjoy their later years with the energy, clarity, and joy that everyone deserves. The natural increase in certain health risks as we age is a reality we must all face, but accepting these risks without taking action is a different matter altogether. Just because something like bone density tends to decline as we grow older, it doesn't mean we should simply allow our bones to become more fragile without intervention. Similarly, while it's common for blood pressure to rise with age, letting it become dangerously elevated is something we should actively avoid. This is particularly crucial for certain populations, such as Asians, who are more susceptible to strokes, a condition closely linked to blood pressure. It's important to recognize that the relationship between blood pressure and the risk of stroke is not the same across all ethnic groups. For instance, Asians are significantly more prone to strokes compared to Westerners, and this difference underscores the need for distinct blood pressure management strategies. The primary concern with elevated blood pressure in Asians is not heart disease, as it might be in Western populations, but rather the heightened risk of stroke. Therefore, when determining the ideal blood pressure levels for any given population, the focus should be on the specific risks that the population faces, chief among them, the likelihood of stroke. This point is further supported by 3 comprehensive studies examining the ratio of strokes to myocardial infarctions in East Asian populations. The findings revealed that East Asians experience strokes at a rate 4 to 8.7 times higher than they do myocardial infarctions. In contrast, research on the ratio of these two conditions in Caucasians from Europe and North America showed a much closer balance, with strokes occurring only 0.8 to 1.7 times as often as heart attacks. This stark difference highlights the unique cardiovascular challenges faced by East Asians. The late scholar Shang Dong, who passed away in 2009, also contributed to our understanding of this issue. He conducted a detailed analysis comparing the proportion of deaths due to stroke versus myocardial infarction across 24 different countries, as published in a respected cardiology journal. His findings reinforced the earlier studies, demonstrating that East Asians have a much higher proportion of deaths from strokes compared to myocardial infarctions when contrasted with their Caucasian counterparts in Europe and America. These studies collectively make it clear that the health strategies that work for one population may not be suitable for another. For East Asians, the higher incidence of stroke means that blood pressure management must be approached with even greater caution and precision. While it's true that aging brings about certain inevitable changes in our bodies, we have a responsibility to address these changes proactively. By understanding the unique risks we face, particularly about blood pressure and stroke, we can take the necessary steps to protect our health and enhance our quality of life as we age. For most healthy adults, maintaining blood pressure within the range of less than 140/90 is typically considered ideal, serving as a benchmark for cardiovascular health. However, as we age, our bodies undergo various physiological changes that can impact our blood pressure, leading to a reevaluation of what is considered normal or acceptable. Specifically for individuals over the age of 65, the standards can be slightly adjusted to accommodate these changes. In this age group, a blood pressure reading of less than 150/90 is often deemed acceptable by healthcare professionals. This adjustment acknowledges the natural rise in blood pressure that can occur with aging and aims to balance the need for effective blood pressure management with the realities of the aging process. When it comes to heart rate, the general standard for adults is to have a pulse that falls between 60 and 100 beats per minute. This range is considered typical for most people, reflecting a healthy and well-functioning cardiovascular system. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. However, it's important to recognize that heart rate can vary significantly depending on a person's lifestyle, physical condition, and even their occupation. For instance, individuals in certain specialized professions, such as athletes or those who engage in regular intensive physical training, may naturally have a lower heart rate than the standard range. This condition, known as bradycardia, is often a sign of an efficiently functioning heart that doesn't need to pump as frequently to maintain adequate circulation. As long as these individuals feel well and do not experience any symptoms of distress, such as dizziness, fatigue, or shortness of breath, there is generally no need for concern. Their lower heart rate is simply a reflection of their unique physiological conditioning. However, for older adults, especially those who have been diagnosed with diabetes, the monitoring of blood pressure and heart rate takes on even greater importance. In this group, small changes in cardiovascular health can have significant implications, so regular monitoring is crucial. One particular indicator to be aware of is the heart's response to physical activity. In a healthy individual, heart rate should increase with exercise and then gradually return to normal once the activity has ceased. However, if there is little to no change in heart rate before and after exercise, this could be a warning sign of a more serious underlying condition. Such a lack of variability may indicate the presence of blockages in the carotid arteries, heart, or brain blood vessels, suggesting that atherosclerotic plaques have formed. These plaques can restrict blood flow, increasing the risk of acute events such as myocardial infarction or stroke. If such symptoms are observed, it is imperative to seek prompt medical evaluation. Early detection and intervention can make a significant difference in outcomes, potentially preventing life-threatening complications. Moreover, fluctuations in heart rate, whether it becomes too fast tachycardia or too slow bradycardia, should never be ignored, particularly in older adults. These variations can signal underlying health issues that might require a more thorough investigation. For instance, a persistently fast heart rate could indicate an arrhythmia or other cardiovascular conditions that necessitate medical treatment. Conversely, a slow heart rate, while often benign, can sometimes be a sign of conditions such as sinus bradycardia, which occurs when the heart's natural pacemaker, the sinus node, doesn't send signals properly, resulting in a slower than normal heartbeat. Another potential cause of a slow heart rate in elderly individuals is hyperkalemia, a condition characterized by elevated levels of potassium in the blood, which can interfere with the electrical signals that regulate the heartbeat. Both of these conditions can have serious consequences if left untreated. Given the potential risks associated with abnormal heart rates, it is highly recommended that individuals experiencing these symptoms undergo further diagnostic evaluations. An electrocardiogram (ECG) or EKG is one of the most common tests used to assess heart function, as it provides detailed information about the heart's electrical activity and can help identify any irregularities. By detecting issues early, healthcare providers can implement appropriate treatments to manage the condition effectively and prevent further complications. High blood pressure is one of the most significant risk factors for stroke, making the management of blood pressure an essential aspect of stroke prevention. The direct relationship between blood pressure levels and the likelihood of a stroke is well established. The lower the blood pressure, the lower the risk of experiencing a stroke. However, it's crucial to strike a balance, as excessively low blood pressure can also lead to health complications. This nuanced understanding of blood pressure management is particularly important for different populations, as optimal blood pressure levels can vary based on factors such as ethnicity, lifestyle, and genetic predispositions. For instance, the recommended blood pressure values for Taiwanese people are distinct from those for other populations, reflecting the unique cardiovascular risks and health profiles of this group. Recognizing this, a significant study was published at the end of August 2021, which involved collaboration between Dr. Wang Zonga of National Taiwan University Hospital and researchers from mainland China. This study was particularly groundbreaking because it aimed to establish clearer guidelines for blood pressure control specifically for Chinese individuals aged 60 to 80. Given that the study focused on Asians, its findings hold greater relevance and importance for this population than similar studies conducted on Western populations. The study sought to address three critical questions. First, it examined the physiological and health-related differences between Chinese people and Westerners, which could influence how blood pressure should be managed in each group. Understanding these differences is crucial because it challenges the one-size-fits-all approach to blood pressure guidelines that has often been based on Western studies. By focusing on the specific needs of Chinese people, the study provides more tailored and effective recommendations for this demographic. Second, the study explored whether it is more beneficial for individuals between the ages of 60 and 80 to maintain slightly higher or lower blood pressure. This question is particularly important because, in older adults, the relationship between blood pressure and overall health can be complex. While lower blood pressure is generally associated with a reduced risk of stroke, there is also a risk that too low blood pressure can lead to other problems, such as dizziness, falls, or inadequate blood flow to vital organs. The study aimed to determine the ideal balance that minimizes the risk of stroke while avoiding the dangers associated with overly low blood pressure. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment on number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Finally, the study emphasized the importance of measuring blood pressure at home, rather than relying solely on readings taken in a hospital or clinical setting. This point is critical because blood pressure can fluctuate throughout the day and can be influenced by factors such as stress, physical activity, and even the anxiety of being in a medical environment, often referred to as white coat syndrome. Home blood pressure monitoring provides a more accurate and comprehensive picture of an individual's true blood pressure levels, allowing for better management and more informed treatment decisions. The study's focus on this aspect of blood pressure measurement highlights the need for individuals to take an active role in monitoring their health, particularly as they age. When it comes to managing high blood pressure, the choice between drinking green tea or coffee can have significant implications for one's health. Both beverages are popular worldwide, but their effects on blood pressure differ considerably, particularly for those already dealing with hypertension. Green tea, long celebrated for its various health benefits, is particularly beneficial for individuals with high blood pressure. According to a Japanese study, individuals whose blood pressure falls into the categories of normal high blood pressure or mild hypertension can benefit from drinking green tea regularly. The study suggests that consuming a certain number of cups of green tea each day not only poses no risk to these individuals, but can actively contribute to lowering blood pressure and reducing fat levels in the body. This makes green tea a potentially valuable addition to the diet of anyone looking to manage or prevent hypertension. The antioxidants in green tea, particularly catechins, are believed to play a crucial role in these beneficial effects, helping to improve blood vessel function and reduce inflammation, which in turn can lower blood pressure. On the other hand, coffee, another beloved beverage, presents a more complex scenario, especially for those with severe hypertension. While coffee is enjoyed by millions for its stimulating effects and rich flavor, it contains caffeine, a compound known to cause temporary spikes in blood pressure. For individuals with severe hypertension, these spikes can be dangerous. Research has indicated that drinking coffee, particularly in large amounts, can lead to sudden increases in blood pressure, which may elevate the risk of cardiovascular events such as heart attacks or strokes. Therefore, coffee lovers with severe hypertension should be particularly cautious, as their favorite drink could exacerbate their condition and increase the likelihood of serious health complications, including cardiovascular disease and even death. The contrast between green tea and coffee in this context is stark. While green tea offers potential health benefits and may even help in managing hypertension, coffee could pose a risk, particularly for those with already high blood pressure levels. It's important to note, however, that the effects of these beverages can vary depending on individual health conditions and lifestyle factors. Therefore, those with hypertension should consult with their healthcare providers to make informed decisions about their diet and beverage choices. Supporting these insights, nutritionist Ang Xingu highlights a 2022 study conducted by a Japanese research team and published in the American Heart Association Journal. This prospective observational study involved 18,600 participants and provided a detailed analysis of the relationship between green tea consumption and blood pressure. The participants' blood pressure readings were categorized into 6 distinct groups: ideal blood pressure below 120/80 mmHg, normal blood pressure below 138/85 mmHg, normal high blood pressure 131/39/85/89 mmHg, stage 1 hypertension 140/159/90/90/99 mmHg, stage 2 hypertension 160/179/100/109 Ag, and stage 3 severe hypertension 180/110 mmHg or higher. The study's findings suggest that regular green tea consumption could be particularly beneficial for those within the normal high blood pressure and mild hypertension categories. It appears that the bioactive compounds in green tea may help to stabilize blood pressure levels, preventing them from progressing to more severe stages of hypertension. On the other hand, for individuals in the higher stages of hypertension, especially stage 3, the research emphasizes caution with coffee intake due to the potential for adverse effects on cardiovascular health. The study results underscore the nuanced impact of coffee and green tea consumption on individuals with varying degrees of blood pressure. For those with ideal blood pressure or only mild hypertension, consuming coffee does not appear to pose a significant risk. However, the situation becomes more critical for individuals with stage 2 hypertension or stage 3 severe hypertension. In these cases, drinking more than 2 cups of coffee per day can lead to a sudden spike in blood pressure, which is particularly dangerous. The study revealed that for these individuals, the risk of death from cardiovascular disease could potentially double, making coffee consumption a serious concern for those with advanced hypertension. In stark contrast, green tea emerges as a much safer option. The study found no associated risks with drinking green tea, even among those with severe hypertension. Green tea appears to offer health benefits across a wide spectrum of blood pressure levels. For individuals with ideal or normal blood pressure, drinking 1 to 2 cups of green tea daily is not only safe but beneficial, promoting overall cardiovascular health. For those with normal high blood pressure or mild hypertension, the benefits of green tea are even more pronounced, with the study suggesting that consuming 5 to 6 cups per day could be particularly advantageous. Nutritionist Zhang Xingu elaborates on the reasons behind green tea's beneficial effects, highlighting its rich content of polyphenols such as catechins and epigallocatine gallate (EGCG). These compounds are known for their powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, which help in reducing oxidative stress and inflammation in the body, both of which are key factors in the development of hypertension and other cardiovascular diseases. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 4 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Moreover, regular green tea consumption has been associated with lower total cholesterol levels, adding another layer of protection against heart disease. This cholesterol-lowering effect is particularly significant for individuals with hypertension, as high cholesterol levels can exacerbate cardiovascular risks. Conversely, while coffee contains beneficial compounds like chlorogenic acid, magnesium, and other nutrients that have been shown to lower blood cholesterol, reduce inflammation, and improve endothelial cell function. These positive effects may not be sufficient to counteract the potential risks for those with severe hypertension. For the general population, the health benefits of coffee can often balance out its potential negative effects on the cardiovascular system. However, in individuals with advanced hypertension, the stimulatory effects of caffeine may outweigh these benefits, leading to heightened cardiovascular risk, including increased blood pressure and a higher likelihood of cardiovascular events. Given these findings, for individuals looking to manage their blood pressure, especially those with severe hypertension, it is advisable to substitute green tea for coffee. Green tea offers a safer, more beneficial option that can help lower blood pressure without the associated risks that coffee may present. In addition to making this switch, Other lifestyle modifications, such as engaging in regular weight loss exercises, maintaining a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, and reducing sodium intake can further support cardiovascular health and help manage hypertension effectively. When it comes to lowering blood pressure, there are several crucial lifestyle habits that everyone, especially those over 65, should be aware of. These practices not only help manage blood pressure, but also contribute to overall health and well-being. Here's what to keep in mind. 1. Maintain a peaceful lifestyle. The connection between mental well-being and physical health cannot be overstated, particularly when it comes to blood pressure. Many health issues, including hypertension, are closely linked to our emotional state. Maintaining a peaceful and positive mindset is essential for overall health. Frequent anger, irritation, or stress can cause spikes in blood pressure, which over time can lead to chronic hypertension. It's important to actively cultivate a calm and pleasant mood each day. Engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation, such as meditation, reading, or spending time with loved ones. By managing stress effectively, you create a healthier environment for your heart and your overall body. 2. Quit smoking and drinking. For those over 65, quitting smoking and reducing or eliminating alcohol intake are critical steps in controlling blood pressure and stabilizing mental balance. Smoking and drinking can have devastating effects on the body, particularly on the cardiovascular system. Prolonged smoking damages the lungs and blood vessels, while excessive alcohol consumption can harm the liver and exacerbate hypertension. These habits can lead to irregular heartbeats and increased blood pressure, significantly raising the risk of cardiovascular diseases. By quitting smoking and drinking, you not only protect your heart but also improve your overall quality of life. The earlier these habits are abandoned, the better the long-term health outcomes. 3. Maintain a healthy diet. A well-balanced diet is fundamental to managing blood pressure, particularly for middle-aged and elderly individuals. As we age, our body's ability to process food and extract nutrients efficiently diminishes, making it even more important to be mindful of our dietary choices. A healthy diet that supports blood pressure management should be light and easy to digest, focusing on foods rich in protein, vitamins, and essential nutrients. Incorporating more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins into your meals can help stabilize blood pressure and reduce the risk of hypertension. Reducing the intake of salty, fatty, and processed foods is also crucial, as these can contribute to high blood pressure and other health issues. 4. Exercise regularly. Regular physical activity is another key component of blood pressure management. Exercise helps improve blood circulation, strengthens the heart, and increases the body's basal metabolic rate. For those over 65, it's important to choose exercises that are appropriate for their fitness level and bone health. Aerobic exercises like walking, jogging, swimming, and cycling are excellent options, as are low-impact activities like Tai Chi, yoga, and square dancing. Engaging in at least 35 minutes of aerobic exercise daily can have a profound impact on lowering blood pressure and improving overall cardiovascular health. However, it's important to listen to your body and avoid overexertion, particularly if you have joint or bone concerns. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment on number 5 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. 5. Stay hydrated. Staying hydrated is essential for maintaining good health, especially in older adults. However, many elderly individuals reduce their water intake to avoid frequent urination, particularly at night. This can lead to dehydration, which increases blood viscosity and slows blood flow, particularly at night, thereby raising the risk of stroke and heart attack. To stay hydrated without disrupting sleep, it's advisable to drink plenty of water throughout the day, but limit fluid intake in the hours leading up to bedtime. Finding a balance that keeps you hydrated while minimizing nighttime disruptions is key to maintaining good cardiovascular health. 6. Regular health checkups and treatment. For individuals whose blood pressure and heart rate do not meet the recommended standards after the age of 65, it's crucial to seek medical advice. Regular checkups allow for early detection of potential issues, and a healthcare provider can offer specific guidance on treatment plans and medication. This tailored approach ensures that any underlying conditions are managed effectively, reducing the risk of complications such as heart disease or stroke. When measuring blood pressure, there are 4 key considerations to keep in mind to ensure that your readings are as accurate as possible. 1. Avoid exercise and certain activities before measuring blood pressure. It's crucial to be mindful of your activities before taking a blood pressure measurement. Engaging in exercise or not allowing yourself a few minutes of rest before measuring can lead to inaccurate readings. Similarly, staying up late the night before, smoking, or drinking coffee shortly before measuring your blood pressure can all cause deviations, making it appear as though your blood pressure is fluctuating unexpectedly. For the most accurate results, ensure that you are calm and have rested for a few minutes before taking a measurement. 2. Pay attention to the measurement time. While blood pressure can be measured at any time when you feel unwell, it's essential to follow specific protocols if there are abnormalities. If you notice an irregularity in your blood pressure, it's generally recommended to take 3 separate measurements to confirm the reading. This practice helps ensure that any single measurement isn't skewed by temporary factors like stress or physical activity. 3. Choose the arm with slightly higher blood pressure. There is often some debate about whether it's better to measure blood pressure on the left or right arm. In reality, blood pressure readings can vary between the 2 arms, but this difference is typically not more than 20 mm of mercury. In many individuals, the right arm's blood pressure is slightly higher than the left. Therefore, it's generally advised to measure blood pressure on the right arm. However, since some people may have higher readings in their left arm, it's recommended that during the first measurement, you take readings from both arms and then use the arm with the slightly higher blood pressure for future measurements. 4. Properly adjust the cuff. The accuracy of your blood pressure measurement can be significantly impacted by how well the cuff is adjusted. If the cuff is too tight or too loose, it can affect the reading, with studies showing that improper cuff adjustment can increase blood pressure readings by 2 to 10 mm of mercury. To ensure accuracy, particularly if you are overweight, make sure the cuff fits your arm properly. When positioning the cuff, place the lower edge about 2 to 3 cm above the elbow joint. The cuff should be snug enough that one finger can fit comfortably underneath it. This proper fit will help ensure that your blood pressure reading is both accurate and reliable. As we wrap up this discussion on how to accurately measure blood pressure and maintain a healthy lifestyle, I hope you found the information helpful and insightful. What have you learned so far? I'd love to hear from you. Please take a moment to comment below and share one thing you've learned today that you plan to bring into practice in your daily life. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content on maintaining a healthy and balanced life. Thank you for watching, and take care.